Hey folks, this is a demo on Wakefinder, a package I've been working on. So like this demo is going to be in parts. This is the first part of the demo where I will talk about what Wakefinder actually does, and in the below videos I will tell you how to use it. So let's say you have this sentence and you have this array of sentences. You want to find the closest match of this sentence in this array of sentences. So what Wakefinder does is, instead of searching it word by word, like breaking down the sentence into words and then searching it, Wakefinder takes the meaning of this word and tries to find the word which has the closest meaning in the array. So for example, this sentence has the closest meaning to this sentence. So it will take this sentence, it will understand that this has the closest meaning and put it on top. So you can use Wakefinder to create like in your projects you can create like a search functionality which is like better than the normal search functionality where you just match words. So yeah, that's what Wakefinder basically does. So now let's come to the demo. How do you actually use Wakefinder? So to first install Wakefinder in your project, you just have to do npm install, bun install, or whichever package manager you like. You just can do npm, like if you're using npm you can do npm install Wakefinder, and Wakefinder will be installed in your project. And this is the spelling of Wakefinder. There's a dash in the middle, just make sure you remember that. Now to use Wakefinder, you have to first load it into your project. And how do you load it? You have to type Wakefinder.load model, and Wakefinder will be loaded in your project. You don't like, at its core, Wakefinder does use a AI model, but you don't need an API key or anything like that. You can just normally use it. So after loading the model, you just do a then. In this we get some response. I don't think you get any response, it's void. And after getting the response, we can do some magic. So you just can do Wakefinder dot array in order. So what am I basically doing is, array in order will take this sentence and will take this array and find the best match of the sentence in this array. So array in order takes two parameters, sentence and array. So let's give it that, give it those. Let's give it the sentence and let's give it the array in order. Like in Wakefinder, everything that Wakefinder gives is asynchronous. So you just always have to do a then res, and you can console log the response. So save, do this. So let's refresh this and let's wait for the output. So yeah, we got the output. Let's see what we got. So you see, we gave it the sentence that car is going very fast, and the best match it found was that vehicle is speeding. So yeah, that's how you use Wakefinder. Pretty easy. And now, so I know what some of you will be like this is pretty slow, how can you use this in production? Like, it was not very slow, it was like how much, 500 milliseconds, but for a search engine I know that's a lot of time. So in the next video I will tell you how to make it very fast, like instantaneous. So yeah, let's make Wakefinder fast now. So let's first delete this slow search wala part, and let's get to how to make it faster. So first of all, why does Wakefinder even take time? So at its core, what Wakefinder is doing is, it's taking the sentence and creating embeddings out of it. Now if you don't know what embeddings are, there's nothing to worry about. Just understand that creating embeddings takes time. So in this array, let's say if I have 6 sentences and every sentence takes 100 milliseconds to create an embedding, for the array of 6 sentences it will take 1200 seconds. So as the array goes, the embedding creation time increases for each like for the whole array, and our search keeps on becoming slower. We don't want that. We want our search to be instantaneous. So what I thought was, since embeddings is the part which actually takes time, what I can do is I can just generate these embeddings once and give it to the user, and user will save it somewhere in their code, and whenever they want to use the search functionality, they can just give me the embeddings directly instead of me generating the embeddings every time. So let me show it to you in action. So let's say we do Wakefinder dot, we have to do get cached, and to the get cached object we will feed our array. What it will do is, one second, let me just get the response whatever it gives me. So what it will do is, we are feeding it this array, and it will give us the embeddings of each of the sentences. So let's see it. Let me just save it, and yeah, I got my array. Now this array, for every sentence, like the monkey is on a tree, for this sentence I got its respective embedding. So what I can do is, I can just copy this and I can just store it in somewhere in my code. For example, I can just create a file called embedding.js. I can just save it here. I can just go to top of my file, and over here I can just give it some name like embe embedding equals to, and I can actually just go to the bottom and I can do a default export of these embeddings. So let's go to a main file now. Here I can just import these embeddings, and now when I want to search, I can do Wakefinder. Now instead of using array in order which we previously used, we will use cached array in order, because we are feeding it embeddings. So like it's kind of like caching. So I named it cached array in order. So we will use that. Again we will feed it the sentence, but now instead of feeding it the array, we will feed it the embeddings. And one second, let me just console log this response. And this time it will be pretty fast. Like, I know it might not seem like it was pretty fast, but I will show you. One second, I will actually show you how much time it took to get this response. So yeah, we got our best match like we previously got, and let me actually show you how much time it took. Let's do a const tick performance. Oh shoot, sorry about that. Performance dot now. Let's go inside my code. And here let's do a talk. And let's see how much time it actually took. So talk minus tick. So what this is basically doing is, here we actually started searching, the searching wala part started over here and it ended over here, and we are taking the time difference of it. So yeah, it took 206 milliseconds. And if that doesn't seem fast to you, let me just show it to you. Like, this is a demo, this is like a kind of a playground. This uses Wakefinder. So here we have around 80 sentences. So let me just cache them. Now since it has 80 sentences, it takes time to cache, and this caching only needs to be done once. For the, like how we just did the caching and stored the embeddings. Here I'm not storing embeddings anywhere, that's why I have to cache again and again. But since in our code we have actually stored the embeddings, we don't need to again and again cache them. So now since I have cached the embeddings, let's say I want to look for, let's take any sentence. Let me just say I want to look for this sentence: uncovering lost worlds, the exploration of ancient civilization. Let me just search for it. Ancient, let me give it a funny name or something like that, doesn't, like, it actually isn't same. Or ancient exploration, lost cities. I don't know how well it will find. Let's see. Fast search, and bang, instantly out of 100 or like 90 sentences, it immediately found that we are looking for this. So that's the benefit of caching. And if I were to normally search it, it'll again take time and stuff, but as I said, you can just use caching to make your search very fast. And is there anything remaining left to be said? Yeah, one more thing. Like, if you think that every time someone gets to your website they have to load this model again, that is not the case. Once the user has visited the website, and the model is loaded, it will be stored in the user's cache. Like over here, the model is stored, and whenever the user like comes back to the website, the model won't actually be downloaded again, it will just be taken from this cache. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. And yep, that's it for the demo. If you like the project or have any doubts, or if my explanation was not that great, just let me know, I will help you out. And yeah, hope you like the demo and hope you like Wayfinder. Hope you use it in your projects. Bye bye. Thanks for listening.